Hey guys, happy Friday. All right, let's have a lovely check-in because this is what we do every Friday, and this is what I hope keeps you guys on track and motivated and moving forward for the week. So for those of you guys who are new, welcome. I'm Jess Rowe. I'm a holistic health and fitness coach. And this is the Making Sense of a Healthy Life community. And this is where we support each other as we go through our own journeys, because everyone's journey is a little bit different. So what I love to do here is host this little get together every Friday at 1 o'clock. And this is where you get the chance to you get some free coaching. You can ask questions. We can troubleshoot if anything is going on for you so that you can keep moving forward on your health and fitness goals. So this is also a great chance for you to just reconnect with your goals. This is your reminder to double check on those goals, recognize what progress you've made over the week, and make a plan for next week. So I also love to coach a little bit every week on something that I have noticed that you guys might benefit from hearing, or maybe someone has actually told me a topic they would like to hear about. So if there is something you would like me to coach on specifically, let me know. And I would love to do a video just for something that you want to hear about. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about challenging those excuses, because they happen all the time, right? So let's challenge those. A couple of you guys shared some really awesome ones that are super common. I mean, I've done them myself. The whole it's too hot, it's too hard, I'll do it tomorrow. Those are all super common. Raise your hand, drop me a little heart if you feel those. And if you have other excuses that pop up for you, let me know what those are. That way I can help you challenge them as well, because sometimes there's different strategies for challenging them. I'm going to give you guys a nice breakdown today. We're going to be doing a little tough love, so don't feel attacked. This is a very judgment-free zone. I never want you guys to feel like you are being judged here. We have all, we've either been where you are, we've experienced it, or we can at least relate. And so there's no judgment here. There's nothing wrong with any aspect of your journey. So this is purely for you. But when we're dealing with excuses, this is like the one time I really do like to actually offer a little bit of tough love, because it's useful. So let's start with the fact that excuses or reasons, a lot of times, you're like, but it's a really good reason. And sometimes it is a good reason, but you got to start recognizing when a reason starts turning into an excuse, right? It can be a good reason for one day, but if it's continuously being a reason, then it's no longer a reason, it's an excuse. So I want you to start recognizing, though, that both reasons and excuses are a form of resistance. You are resisting change for some reason, and that's what you really want to get clear on here, is why are you resisting this? There's always a reason. It's basically there's a problem that is coming up for you, and your resistance is an attempt to solve that problem, honestly. It's just maybe not solving it the way you wanted to, so you've got the problem of not being where you want to be with your health and fitness, but then you've also got the problem of the way you think you need to solve your health and fitness problem might not be working for you, and that's a problem too, and that is where resistance comes in. So we want to find out, one, what is the main problem you're perceiving here for you? Where do you want to get to with your health and fitness? We want to clarify that one, and then we want to actually clarify those goals, right? We want to decide if those goals are actually aligned for you. Is this an intrinsic goal or an extrinsic goal? Are you setting this goal because you think you have to? Or are you setting this goal because you believe with all of your heart and soul that it's the right thing for you, and that it's going to lead to beautiful things in your life, and that it's going to take you to the next level as a human being, and that you're going to feel so much better because you achieve this goal? Because if it is a goal that is extrinsic, someone else told you should do it, you think you should do it because everyone else is doing it, your doctor told you should do it, all of those are examples. There could be others as well. But if that is the reason for your goal, then that's probably where a lot of resistance is coming from for you, because you are not aligned with that goal. You have not bought into the goal. And so the idea of taking action to reach that goal is going to create a lot of resistance for you. So let me know, like, is that an issue for you? Because that's something we can talk about either here, or we can hop in the DMs too, if you're struggling with the actual goal setting itself. Next, you might have goals that you're excited about, you want to see these happen, but you don't have an action plan, or there is a problem with the action plan. Either it is too hard, which that's generally the case most of the time, especially if that's your excuse, right? It's too hard. You are creating a roadblock for yourself because you have convinced yourself that you have to take a certain set of actions, that the actions have to look a certain way in order for you to reach your goal. And it's not true, actually. There's a million different ways to reach the same goal. And one of the big things I preach here is it gets to be easy and it gets to be enjoyable. So if your excuse right now is that it's too hard, there's a problem with your action plan. So let's revise it. Let's clarify it. Let's simplify it. Let's figure out how you can make it easy and enjoyable. So a lot of times too, it could be like the action plan is not aligned with you. It's not something you think you're going to enjoy doing. Again, there's a million ways to get to your goal. So if you think you have to take a certain action that is not enjoyable, then trust me, you don't have to take that action. There's something else out there that will work for you. And I would love to talk to you about that more. So reach out to me if that's you. Also, again, if it's too hard, simplify it. Like if you have decided this is the correct action, you would like to do it this way, or at least give it a shot, but it still feels too hard, simplify it. Simplify it. Always simplify it, right? Simplify it down to where you are 90 to 100% confident that you can and will do it. And to where you're 90 to 100% confident that you're going to enjoy it. So a lot of times too, the problem is in the clarity of your action plan. You're just like, I'm gonna go move. Okay, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna move? When are you gonna move? How long are you gonna move for? Like, clarify that. Really get super clear on exactly what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how long you're doing it for, how are you going to measure that you're actually doing enough, right? And those are all things that you get to decide for yourself. They all depend on you. So, sorry, I'm like wiggling all over the place today. So I think I need to get out and move too. So those are some problems with the goals, with the action plan. And here's where the tough love's going to come in, guys. Another problem is because you're comfortable where you're at. Like, you might not like where you're at, but it feels easier and less scary to stay where you are at than to take the action, to get rid of that overwhelm, to actually commit to something and actually start doing it. So a couple of things you have to recognize here, if this is you, and it's okay if this is you. Like, there can be many, many reasons that you need to explore on like why you are more comfortable at this moment. Even if you're not happy with where you're at, explore why you're not, why you're comfortable staying where you're at. You know, like, does the timing not feel right? Does it feel like you're worried that taking these actions is going to just totally throw off your whole lifestyle? Are you worried that someone's going to react poorly to it, or that you're not going to have the support? Explore those things, because when you can actually start finding those answers to why are you afraid to take this action? Why are you more comfortable staying in a place where you don't like to be? When you can get those answers, that will guide your action. So if this is where you're at, that's fine. Take a little time to explore that, and let me know if you want to explore that with me too. I'm happy to support you in that. That's what I do. But I want you to recognize, once you've explored that, you have to recognize that continuing to do what you've been doing that has led you to this place where you're not happy with where you're at, that continuing to do those things is not going to lead to change. It's going to lead to you staying where you're at and potentially watching your health and fitness continue to deteriorate, because it doesn't get better as you get older. It really doesn't. Unfortunately, I wish it did. Or I wish you could just stay at this nice baseline. But truly, if you don't do anything, it goes down the drain. It sucks. It's a sad fact of life. So I want you to recognize that you will have to take some kind of action. You have to commit to something, even if it's small, even if it's not intimidating, right? Make it easy, make it enjoyable, but you're going to have to commit to changing something if you want to change where you are at. If you don't like where you're at, you're going to have to change something. Unfortunately, change is what leads to change. Continuing the status quo leads to deterioration, unfortunately. So recognize that and let that drive you for a little bit. I'm not big on like the fear-based type coaching. I'm really not, but it's a truth that does need to be said and that does need to be internalized so that you can at least have that drive to recognize what is going on for you, to ask yourself those hard questions, and to start taking some action. And again, I am here to help you with that if you need that support, because that's hard internal work. That is very hard inner work that is not always pleasant to go through yourself, or it can be really scary and hard and intimidating and just plain old confusing to have to do that yourself. So sometimes having someone who can ask those questions can really help. So I'm here for you if you want that. And again, double check those priorities too. Because if you are recognizing that you want to make these changes, you want to feel better, you want to feel a certain way, like maybe you have a vision for what you would love your life to look like, what you would love to feel like in your body or in your life. Double check and make sure that your actions are actually lining up with those words. It's very easy to say that you want that and then to fall back into old habits. And again, no judgment here. It's kind of human nature. This is what we do. It takes a lot of brain power and a lot of persistence and commitment and consistency to really start changing those patterns. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to fall back into old patterns, but you want to be checking in periodically, ideally daily. And that's where having an accountability partner or a coach is so super helpful, because they're checking in with you to catch you before you even fall back into those old habits. That way we can make sure that your actions really are lining up with what you say your priorities are. So that's a big one. Always just be checking in on that, and make sure that you are taking action. That's a really good one for if you are pulling the "I'll do it tomorrow" excuse, or really any of the excuses. You can just ask yourself, like, do I really want this? Do I really want to change? Do I really want to get healthier? Do I really want to feel better in my body? Do I really want to have more energy so I can actually do all the things that I want to do in my life? And if the answer is yes, again, don't make it hard. Just ask yourself. This is like the big question I want you to take away from today. Always just ask yourself, okay, I'm committed to this, right? If you've decided you're committed, you've double checked those priorities, double checked those goals, and you really do want this. So ask yourself, what am I 90 to 100% confident I can and will do today? It helps you. That is your filter for finding what is easy for you, that will move you towards your goals, but it keeps it easy, right? It keeps you from making it too hard and too complicated and too overwhelming. And then it keeps it enjoyable too, because then you get to decide whatever mood you're in, whatever's going on in your life today, you get to decide, what am I 90 to 100% confident I can and will do today? And then you go do it. So it can be super easy. It doesn't have to be hard, so stop making it hard. Don't be a heartaholic. Raise your hand if you're a heartaholic. It's so funny. My husband and I joke because I'm really good at making everything way more complicated than it has to be in my own life. And yet that's like the one thing I'm best at. Well, not the one thing, but I'm good at a lot of things with coaching. But when it comes to helping my clients simplify, like, I'm really good at that. So I don't know why I can't do it in my own life. So that is my work in progress. I'm always working on that, always checking in daily. Oh, how can I simplify this, right? So stop making it so hard. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Speak it into reality, right? So actually say what you're going to do. When you say it, and especially if you write it, and if you tell it to someone else, you're going to do it. You're way more likely to do it, at least. And again, this is where having that accountability partner or a coach is super helpful, because then you can like text them or reach out to them, whatever, however you want to communicate. Tell them, I did it! And then we can all go, yay! So that's part of what this community is here for too. That's where we go, I did what I said I was going to do. Yay! And we all throw a little party, yay, right? Happy dance. So that's what we are here for. And again, too, I'm going to go back through at the end of this. I'm going to see which of you guys posted on Monday to share what your goals were for the week. And I'm going to tag you in here because I want you to tell us, how did you do with your goals? Like, this is what we do. We celebrate those goals. We celebrate our accomplishments and we make our plan for moving forward. So speak those goals into reality. Let me know if you succeeded with that this week. It's okay if you didn't too. Like, this is where we troubleshoot. So we'll figure out for next week, right? Revise for next week. Get an accountability partner. You could reach out to someone in this group too if you want to. If you're connecting with someone, get an accountability partner. Get a coach if you want to as well. It doesn't have to be me. But if you do want to work with me, we do have spots open still in the Stress-Free Healthy Lifestyle Transformation. It's basically where you get 3 months or more, however much you want really, but 3 months minimum to work with me with a small group of incredible ladies. And we actually put this stuff into action for you. So let me know if you want more info on that. And then really the most important thing is take action. Drop it in the comments for me. What are you going to take action on today? Not tomorrow. Right now, today. What are you going to do today to get yourself closer to those goals that you said are important to you? So drop that in the comments for me. And you can even do like a little mantra or something, because like it's easy to really get stuck in your head like, oh, I'm a procrastinator, or oh, I'm just not good at doing those things. So tell it, like, you can even drop it in the comments here, like say what you are going to do and say it like, I am doing this today. Tell me what it is that you are doing this today. Not that you're gonna do it, but tell me that you're gonna do that, you are doing it right now. Okay, and you can even drop in when today it's happening. That way it helps hold you even more accountable. So, and keep in mind too, we're talking about using that big question. What are you 90 to 100% confident that you can and will do? It's very easy to discount whatever you come up with, whatever your answer to that is. You're like, that's just not enough. Like if I can't do it as hard as I thought I should, then there's no point doing it. Don't think that way, because every action counts. Any action, even the smallest ones that seem too small to matter, are still better than doing nothing at all and staying stuck where you're at. It's only through the small actions, the baby steps, that you are going to make the incredible progress that you want to make. So take those small actions, even if it seems too small. Take that small action and do it every single day to make it a habit, and do it. Even if it's only for 5 minutes, but just do it and then celebrate. So drop it right here. Tell us what you're doing, and then tell us when you've done it so we can go do a little happy dance. All right. So that is it for today. I hope that inspires you a bit to get moving. So tell us what your goals are and then go do it and then celebrate with us. So, all right, that's it for now. I'll be throwing up a post here shortly to announce, I'll do it later today probably. I'm going to announce that what we're doing for our challenge for August, because every month we do a challenge or a workshop or something to help you go a little bit more in depth. So this month it's the core challenge again. Yay! So there's a lot of new people in here, and quite a few of you have expressed wanting that core challenge again. So we're going to do that core challenge and take it even deeper this time. So it's not always the same challenge, right? We do it again, but it's a good refresher, but it's going to be even better. So let me know what you want out of that if you have questions, and I will be posting the sign up here this weekend. So that's it for now, guys. Go celebrate, go recognize all the things you've done this week, make your plan for next week, get something done today that gets you closer to your goals, and then drop it in here so we can celebrate. So that's it, guys. Have a beautiful, happy Friday and a beautiful, wonderful weekend, and take wonderful care of yourselves. Bye, guys.